Hey humans, welcome back to our channel, Take 2.
Where it literally takes us 2 takes to get through life.
I'm Dilmi.
And I'm Venita. And today we're back with episode 2. And just an FYI, this whole week we're gonna just be blasting you guys with videos. So Tuesday, today, is episode 2. Thursday will be 3-4. And then next Monday will be on regularly scheduled programming with, I guess, 5 and 6, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
5 and 6, yeah. So that's how it's gonna go. So excuse this week for being a blast, but hey, if you're bored, we hope you enjoy it, okay?
Yes.
So episode 2 is today, and shall we just get into the point?
Mm-hmm.
We shall. So, point 1 is this origin story situation that we got going on. So, again, we got our notes, like last time. So, Bright Umbrella. If y'all see our episode, sorry, excuse my language. If y'all have seen our episode yesterday, you would know Dilmi had a whole situation about this bright umbrella.
Yes.
And she was not having it.
I was not having it. I was like, why is this boy carrying such a bright umbrella with the beautiful illustration on it that's so like anyone can spot it. But now we figure it out. We know why now. And Dilmi feels sorry, but I learned from mistakes, you know?
His love gave him the umbrella in that very beautiful scene, which by the by, second episode equal kissing.
Oh my
God. I was not expecting that.
Nope, we were not. But like, yeah, it hit hard because usually K-dramas take a long time to show kisses, but like this one got right in there.
Yes, it did. But can I just say, the scene for the freaking kissing and just in general was so magical.
Yes, very
like.
Yeah.
First of all, it was all like kind of one tone. Like, don't you agree? It was kind of like one tone.
Yeah.
And then they were in their red outfits, and they like really popped against that background. And oh my god, I just loved it. It freaking felt so magical and just happy and nice.
It was very serene for sure. Like, it felt very peaceful.
Then she goes and faints in his arms, and the man goes, someone stole her life. And I was like, or we were like, what?
Yeah, that was kind of very confusing. So when that happened, we kind of thought, ooh, it's a tragedy. So it's definitely like, it could be, you know, LeeDong, who is like this guy's little brother apparently. And we're like, because he's mean and he's always out to get people. So I'm like, it could be him that stole the life. So that's what we think. Obviously, it could be wrong. It could just be like a random person just be like, yeah, I'm going to take your soul. But that's what we think. So maybe, I don't know. So then, in that same scenario, we see him freezing water. Okay, this fox got powers. He freezes the water. He walks on the water. And he just like kneels. And we're like, what? Because, like, he's a fox, and, like, he has water powers now? He's like Elsa walking on ice.
You know, it's funny because he first, when the girl fell off the building, and then he went for her, we mentioned that he slows down, so, like, he controls speed, plus he's out here freaking freezing water.
Yeah, he's flying, he's freezing water, he's walking on water, he's a versatile, very talented fox. He's not just a general. Yeah, that happened, and we were like shook it. And then you see him again, very confused by this. Put like a fireball thing in her mouth, and we saw this happen the first episode too, right? Where he did that to the little kid, and we were so confused because we don't know what that signifies. And then he engulfs both of them into like a ball situation, which kind of looks like the Habek situation when they were like jumping, and it's like.
That's exactly what I thought when I watched that scene. I was like, Habek is coming back to haunt me.
Yeah, so that's what I thought the same thing. I'm like, wow, Venita. And like that happened. So we don't know what that fireball with the mouth thing is. Venita was like, it could be memories, and I was like, that could be true. It could be him like making her forget things or remember things. Like we don't know. We still don't know.
That was such an awkward way of doing it, though. What's with Korea and like passing on their like essence, magical essence?
It was so like, to me.
Why is it always kissing?
Yeah, I don't know, but it looked kind of wrong. I was like, bruh.
Like even in Habe, he was just like out here forcefully kissing this girl so she could go swim underwater for a long time, and now this man is like kissing her. Except, let me be honest, Namju here, your kissing scenes, woo. This guy, come on, you could do a little better.
I feel like no, the first kiss was kind of like genuine. It was cute. I feel like the second
was good, yeah.
Yeah, the second one was kind of
questionable.
Yeah.
Like, come on, a little better.
A little, yeah.
Second point, we finally figured out the names of the characters. Okay, so the main fox dude person thing is Lee-yeon, and the little brother of him is Lee-rang, which you heard her mention. So yes, we finally know their names. Second thing about this whole knowing name situation, we figured out that Leon, is trying to see if is gonna remember him from his past life.
Yep.
So he's assuming that he reincarnated because we've seen like flashbacks over the decades of her being reincarnated a bunch of times. And so each time he goes up to her, but she never remembers him, which we're kind of thinking like, usually for reincarnation, especially because we've seen like Mystic Pop-Up Bar and all of these other shows, it's like when you get reincarnated, you don't usually remember your past life, but he seems to think that he can just walk up to her one day and she's gonna be like, Leon, my love. Like, is that really gonna happen? I don't think so.
Yeah, I feel like, that's also one of the biggest questions. Like, I still don't know what's going on, if it's rebirth or another freaking like parallel universe that we're in. Like, it's very confusing. Like, Buddhists believe that rebirth happens and you can't remember your soul, and in some awkward situations you do. We won't get into that. So it could be that, like what you just said, it could just be like her remembering, and it could be that fireball thing that he put into her mouth that could jog up some memories. But we're kind of confused with that scene. We're just, I don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, it's a big fuzzy wall with that one.
Yeah, it's a big question mark.
But hey, in like true K-drama fashion, someday she might wake up from a dream and be like, oh, Leon, my love, and he will get his ending that he also thinks will happen.
Exactly. She's gonna have like an epiphany, and she's gonna wake up and be like, I remember everything.
Yeah, basically. Or she'll get hit in the head with a coconut or something. Or a
kimbap.
Yeah. I don't know.
A kimbap, oh my god.
Alright, next point.
True. Number 3. So, this man blinded her. He legit went, I don't like you. I don't like the things you're asking from me. So I need to threaten you. So what do? I blind you. But then that scene is really cool though, because it's just like her eye just went white, right? But yeah, bro, you need to chill.
That was so random though, because I was like, okay, first of all, when he put his hand on her eye, I was like, what are you doing? Like, is this some weird fox sexual thing that you're gonna do? Like, I don't know. And then next thing you know, he removes his hand, and it's like,
yeah,
sis can't see. Sis cannot see. I was like, what?
Yes, but like, I kind of thought that it might not work on her because she's special, and like, I thought like, you know how she kept saying in the first episode that she's, even though he tried to do that ooh thingy, like it never really worked on her. So I thought maybe his magic or his powers won't work on her. So when he took away the hand, she'll actually have the sight still, but she didn't. So
I feel like because this thing doesn't work, he was like, I need another tactic.
I need to approach this with another way. Okay, makes sense. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, that was like, ooh.
Yeah. But you know what's weird? Because you brought up the fact last episode how the little girl, like, you asked, like, how could she stab her mom, even though it's not her mom, but it still looks like her mom?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of bringing up the same question here, too. It's like, how could you blind a girl who looks like the girl that you're, like, in love with?
Because, like, I feel like, but then at the same time, I kind of have an answer for that. It's because, like, he said to his friend, right? Like, the fact that I keep seeing her in every single life, but it's never her, that to the point he's kind of over it.
He's numb to it.
He's numb to it. He's like, I don't care at this point. He's like, if I can, I even have the strength to kill this person and not feel a type of way, because whatever, right? I feel like that's what it is.
Well, there you go. There is that as well.
Yeah.
So number 4. Rang kills some random guy's parents, bro. So there's this whole scene. First of all, as you probably saw in our last episode, we did an acting thing. But just to bring this up to you now that I've remembered, this is how we're going to be doing like episodes until we meet to shoot again. Because that day we shot like a bunch of reactions, right? So this is how we're going to do it. Because again, we don't live with each other and it's kind of difficult. Yeah, it's kind of difficult to meet up. So this is how we're going to have to do episodes to keep up with you guys. So we were going to act. But we don't got the time today. So, listen, people. Rang, okay, he's chilling by a fountain or whatever. He sees some guy. Honestly, I can't remember because I was so shook about what happened. So there's this guy throwing coins into the fountain. Rang, like, throws his coins away, whatever. And then he was like, oh, here's some coins. My bad, sir. I didn't mean to do that. So the guy in the yellow shirt takes it, throws it, misses, obviously. And then Rang just sits there like, pew, 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 gets 5 in a row. And then the guy's like, bitch, how dare you, like, show off your powers and skill like that to me. So then there's a whole conversation about who's wishing for what. So Rang asks the yellow guy, what are you wishing for? Yellow guy goes, what are you wishing for? Rang goes, listen, I wish for my brother to have a bad life, like, just, I hope this man suffers, I hope he has, like, bad things happen to this guy, and he goes off on this yellow dude about how much he hates his brother.
Yeah. And
then yellow dude's just like, that's nice. There's a cricket sound. I could hear the cricket sound.
Yeah, he's just like, okay, sure.
And then Rang goes, what are you wishing for? My yellow boy goes, I just want to marry my girlfriend, you know, like, her parents just disapprove. So he's like, so Rang goes, would you like some help with that? In his evil looking self, the way that he does. And the guy, well, I don't know, something happens, a face happens, I guess, and then we switch back to the funeral scene that was going on. And we find out that Rang, how does he help Yellow Shirt get his parents to approve of this marriage? Annihilate the parents. Annihilate them, dead and gone. And that's how they get married. What kind of sick genie nonsense is this?
It's like you said, be careful what you wish for, because
I mean, technically, his wish did come true.
I mean, he did have, oh my god, that entire scene was just like, but you know, it kind of felt right. It kind of felt like that is what Rang would have done in that situation. Like, he's that, first of all, whenever I see this man and his rivalry with his Hyung, I'm like, you're like the little brother that's just, you need to take a seat.
He's like the Damon of like Vampire Diaries.
Oh my god, yes. I'm like, you need to take a chill pill. You need to just breathe. And you need to go for some anger management classes because, honey, you have a lot of unresolved problems. And when somebody says, I need help, it doesn't always should result to death. Like, don't go killing around random people. Like, that's a no-no.
That's his embodiment, though.
Oh my god.
He's evil. Or, well, he has turned evil for reasons we will discuss later.
Yes. Alright, so number 5. This was something that these, like, writers kind of, like, slipped in there. And if you...
Even I missed it.
Right.
This one. She's got the eyes of a hawk.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these are... Like, this one, I feel like people could miss it. And it's when... So, we have Aram, and she's watching this, what do you call it? A home video movie thing of her parents. She's sulking. She's sad. She's like, I need to find you guys. You're not dead. And... she's crying because obviously she misses her parents, and all of a sudden she plugs in her fingers and she's crying. And in that second, I'm like, hold on a goddamn minute. This happened before. It felt like deja vu. Then we go back to the origin story where she was like crying. She's sitting in her like beautiful dress in the Joseon dynasty, and then he comes and she's crying, but she has her fingers in her ears. So I'm like, there you go. That's like the producers, the writers' way of saying, hey, sis, same girl. So yeah, I think that kind of like is one of those things where in the end you'll come back to these kind of scenes and be like, oh my god, they said that, but we just kind of whoosh. So I think that was like a very important point.
This is true. This is true. I'm glad she brought it up because I was having technical difficulties as I do, and I did not see that. So good to know. Number 6. Nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
When she was sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
But in her dream, I guess the whole watching the movie thing was her dream, right? And then after, when she was done watching the show, so she takes off the TV, I guess. But then it flips back to just like her parents and her. But then everything in the thing was moving like super slowly. And her mom just goes, and a big furry fluff thing is in her hand. And then it falls through the TV in front of her, of Chia, I should say, in front of Chia. And then she picks it up. So in my dumbass head, I was like, "Oh, it's a baby fox or like a fox. I don't know what's going on."
You know what I
thought?
An
animal.
I thought it was a hairball. You know when cats cough up hairballs?
That too.
I
just thought it was a
hairball.
whole fox. I thought it was a whole animal that was just gonna uncurl itself and be like, rah. But it turns out to be a human skull with very bad hair that needs to go to a hairdresser. But like, what?
Yeah.
That was disturbing.
Yeah.
And then she wakes up as nightmares happen. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Yes, that was disturbing.
Except, is it really a nightmare, or did that really happen in real life? Because we tend to see, like, even in the first episode, we assume that car crash was a dream, but in reality it wasn't, right? She tends to wake up from things. So maybe that actually happened, and she's like, weird.
If that was a memory, sis got some problem.
Oh my god. Listen,
Woo,
this is what happens.
Life.
This is what happens when you're the love of a fox's life. Like, you gotta just take it, you know?
See, that's a destiny I hope I don't have.
Turning into a nine-tailed fox's love. Oh my god, yes. Of all the things that could happen to you, that is just some luck.
Some like dude shows up when I'm 26.
Mm-hmm.
One.
You're the one.
I'm like, what?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. Okay, so number 7. We are taken to a scene at our office place or whatever, and we see this very handsome, very, very handsome Oppa. He's supposed to be a security guard. He's so fine. Anyways, so he turns into what they tell us, a Bulgasari.
Bulgasari, yes.
Bulgasari? Mm-hmm. He is a creature who feeds on nightmares. Not only nightmares, he also feeds on coins. Ugh. Like, you legit see in that scene, man just gobbles it up. And, like, the person that comes out gets all red in the face and, like, eyes turn, like, freaking orangey. And he looks terrifying. But then fast forward, we see him stuck in a fridge and he looks so cute and he's so humbling. I'm like, why are you a dual person? I'm so conflicted. I'm like, am I supposed to hate you or love you? Like, I don't know.
The version of him that was in the freezer, I was like, I will hug you till you're warm. He was so cute. He was like, I don't know. But the guy, first of all, the effects that they had going on when he was like all red in the face and red eyes, orange eyes, whatever color, that was really cool. Like, I wasn't expecting that at all.
I know.
Then I also wasn't expecting him to be on all fours climbing up walls like a spider.
It's like a Spider-Man. But like, listen, I forget the movie, but I've seen that face destruction thing happen before. Except I think, I don't know where. I forget it's a K-drama. I forget the name. If I remember it, I will put it down in a whatever bio thing. But in that, it's like a chip that they insert into a person and he blows up. And right before they blow up, that's exactly how they look. Because they are internally heating up. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. So my connection with that is, like I said last episode, I'm a Teen Wolf person, yes. So if any of you have ever seen Teen Wolf, I hope, please tell me there's more of you out there. and I'm not alone in this, but the guy who plays the Hellhound, every time he would Hellhound up, like that's exactly what he would look like. His eyes would glow and his like body would like turn into fire or whatever, and he looked like a Hellhound, like he came from hell. So like that's my connection to it.
I think hers is more relatable because it's all mythical stuff. Mine was just like, that's just wrong, man. Why don't insert a chip into somebody and blow them up internally? Yeah, let's not. Okay. So, but yeah, that's what that reminded me of. But it's cool, man. It's cool, and I'm so sad that they used this beautiful person to play such a short character. Like, I hope you keep coming and making cameos. Like, I hope that happens.
I mean, I'm sure he probably will. The Fox dude has him like chilling in his freezer.
Right.
So I feel like he'll become his sidekick somehow.
I hope so. I hope so. Fingers crossed for that.
Yeah, he might redeem himself. You don't know. So number 8. So the two brothers meet, you know, Leon and the other guy, Liang. They meet at the harbor thing, beach, whatever. And we find out, first of all, the background music for that whole session.
Yeah.
Why was it so like?
It was very comedic.
Word. Yeah, like it was so like funny, kind of.
Yeah, it's like din, din, din. Like it's like a circus type of like vibe, but it doesn't give off. But it doesn't give off like creepy vibes. It's like nice, happy type of circusy vibe. Or it wasn't
even like metal guitar playing where it's like two badasses.
Yeah,
together.
It's like dun dun dun. No.
Yeah, it was like okay. Some girl running through the freaking meadow with some flowers. That's the song that we have going on. And we kind of hear from this conversation that the little brother, Rang, is probably mad at Yeon because Yeon keeps putting this girl that he loves oh so much, I guess, on a higher tier than he does his little brother. So his little brother then feels inferior to this girl that is held to such high standards or such a high pedestal for his bigger brother, his Young. So it's like, kind of understand why he has this raging revenge thing going on.
Yeah, because he was abandoned. That's what he says, right? He's like you abandoned. Like, I think in that scene, Hyun goes like, I'm sorry I abandoned you, or something like along those lines. And then he starts like, he looks so sad. His eyes turned red and he's like piling up tears. And then Hyun goes, that's what you wanted to hear? Nah. And I'm like, that's rude. Like, even I would feel a type of way if one of my siblings put some guy over me and abandon me to go after this other person. Like, that's kind of, I get that. You know what I mean? And I felt sympathetic and empathetic. I'm like, I see where this hatred is coming from, but yeah.
Yeah, that was deep.
It was. And I feel like that kind of gave like another dimension to that person's character as well. I think that's like nice character development right there.
Yep.
So our last point, number 9, leaves us off, as every single K-drama episode does, on a cliffhanger. We have a lot of theories on this, so let's get right into it. It's the ending scene. So now we see we're running after some man who's crazy. Is like, yeah man, like wait up, and she's running and running and running. This man turns around, hits her with a hammer, and like she gets down, she's hurt, and then obviously right before anything could happen, Fox guy comes, whoo, and he goes, no one touching my woman, and like, you know, helps her up and like whatever. And then he's putting some like a folk remedy or like leaves something on her, and then she starts burning up, sister. She starts burning up. This is where everything kind of goes south hills for Venita and I, because we go, oh my god, Arm is about to come out. We are about to find out that this girl is actually the one that he's been looking after. But no such luck. Some random girl goes, oh hi, you killed me. Why did you kill me? And that's it. What? What is that?
It was so random. What the heck? I was not expecting that. I was so happy to have her awakening moment where she's like, oh, I'm not Gia. I am You are my love. She turns into this sassy human and says, why did you kill me? I'm like, what?
Yeah, so we're confused. We don't know.
Enlighten us. What are your theories?
Yeah. We have a couple of theories. I first said it could be that that other fox chick that's always hanging out with LeeDong. Cause she's kind of weird, but like in a funny way. I'm like, oh, it could be her. I feel like she could say something along those lines. And then we also said like it could be the bride fox wolf thing that died in the first episode, but because he did technically kill her, but then again it could be some other chick. God knows, we don't know. But that's where we are left off with. Alan. So that concludes our episode 2 review for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As Venita said before, we will be posting episode 3, 4, 5, 6 soon. So just bear with us. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below. Comment down anything you want to say about this. Maybe your theories about what's going on. And we'll see you guys soon. So take care of yourself, be healthy, be positive, and see ya. Bye!